It happened right after the most tender moment we'd shared in months. She looked into my eyes and said, "I have to tell you something." What came next broke me in ways I didn't know I could be broken. Let me start by saying I never expected to be the kind of guy who ends up posting something like this. I used to listen to stories like this and think, that could never happen to me. We're stronger than that. But here I am. I'm 35, and my wife, let's call her Erin, is 32. We've been together for nearly 9 years, married for 6. We met at a friend's barbecue, bonded over stupid trivia games, and ended the night talking until 3 a.m. in the back of her car with the music low and the windows fogging up. It wasn't just chemistry, it felt like home. And for the longest time, that's exactly what she was, my home, my safe space. Erin's laugh could disarm a war general. She made every room feel warmer. And she had this way of looking at you like you were the only person who existed in the world. But all of that feels like a lie now. Or maybe just borrowed time. Last Saturday, we had what I thought was a rare, beautiful evening. It had been a weird few months, stressful at work, both of us feeling drained. But that night, we laughed over dinner, danced barefoot in the living room, and ended up in bed. I remember thinking, this is it. We're finding our rhythm again. And then, afterward, she curled up next to me, resting her head on my chest. I could feel her heartbeat. At first I thought she was just overwhelmed. I kissed the top of her head and whispered, "You okay?" She didn't answer. She just started shaking. Then came the sobs. Heavy, gut-wrenching sobs like something inside her was breaking apart. I sat up, confused, heart pounding. "Erin, what is it?" And then she looked at me, red-eyed, trembling, and said the sentence I'll never forget. "I've been sleeping with someone else." At first, I didn't understand. I actually said, "What?" And then she said it again, slower. "I cheated on you. I've been cheating on you." I thought I misheard. I wanted to mishear. But I saw it in her face. Something between shame and relief. Like a prisoner who had finally dropped the act. My chest went tight. My throat dried out. I couldn't form a sentence. I just stared at her. She tried to touch my hand but I pulled away. "How long?" I asked. She looked down. 5 months, she said. With someone from work. I got out of bed so fast I nearly tripped over the nightstand. I just stood there, naked, suddenly cold in a room that was warm 2 minutes ago. The woman I'd just made love to had been sleeping with someone else for 5 months? "You told me you were staying late for project deadlines," I said, almost laughing at the absurdity. "All those canceled date nights, was that him?" She didn't answer. I started putting on clothes just to do something. To not lose my mind. I asked, "Why now? Why tell me right after that?" And she said something that made me sick. Because I couldn't pretend anymore. It didn't feel right. Not after tonight. "You were so kind. So real." Like I was just a reminder of her guilt. Like my love was the thing that broke her fantasy. I left. Drove to my brother's place in silence. My mind was racing, but my body felt like lead. I sat in the driveway for 45 minutes before I even rang the bell. The next morning, I woke up on his couch with a splitting headache and a heart that felt hollow. I kept replaying everything, not just that night, but everything. Every time she said I love you, every kiss, every Sunday grocery run. Were they all just lies? Were they real at the time? Do cheaters still love the people they hurt? That's what haunts me the most. She never acted distant. Never stopped being affectionate. She still laughed at my dumb jokes. She still held my hand in public. And I miss her, even though I know I shouldn't. Looking back, yeah, there were signs. She was on her phone more. She took her work trips solo when we used to make them couple getaways. She'd come back tired and crash early. But I trusted her. Blindly. Maybe too blindly. And now I'm left wondering. Was I stupid? Or just in love? My therapist said something that stuck with me. Being betrayed doesn't mean you were naive. It means you had faith. That helped. A little. 2 days after the confession, Erin asked to talk. Against my better judgment, I agreed. She cried again. Said it wasn't about me. That she felt unseen at work, like her life had become robotic and predictable, and the guy, let's call him Dylan, made her feel exciting again. She insisted it was just physical at first, but that eventually she started catching feelings, and that scared her. That's when she realized she couldn't keep doing it. That's why she told me. I asked if it was still going on. She said no. But do I believe her? Hell no. The days that followed were a blur. I wasn't just trying to survive the heartbreak, I was dodging the emotional grenades being thrown from every direction. My side of the family was stunned. My mom called me 3 times in one day. Each time, she started the same way, "Are you okay?" But she didn't ask it like someone expecting reassurance, she asked it like someone bracing for the worst. When I told her the truth, her voice cracked. She didn't cry. Not then. Just sat on the phone in silence. Eventually she said, "I thought she adored you." My dad, normally stoic to the point of annoyance, asked if I needed help moving anything out of the house. That was his way of saying, "I've got you." He didn't ask for details. He didn't judge. He just showed up with a truck and a jaw so tight I could see the veins in his temple. When he saw Erin briefly as I grabbed a few things, he didn't say a word to her. Just looked at her like she was a stranger. My sister, though. She raged. Called Erin a coward, a manipulator. Said she always thought Erin was a little too polished to be genuine. I had to talk her down from posting a not-so-subtle status online. Honestly, a part of me appreciated it. Another part just wanted the noise to stop. But what surprised me most? Erin's brother called me. We weren't close. Just friendly enough to share a beer during holidays. But he reached out, said he was ashamed of her. That she always had this self-destructive streak, but no one thought she'd go this far. He even apologized on her behalf, which I told him he didn't need to do. Still, that call meant something. It reminded me that not everyone takes sides based on blood. Some take sides based on truth. My mom was devastated. She adored Erin. My sister said she always had a weird feeling about her, not because she was a bad person, but because she was too good at saying the right thing. Like someone who'd learned how to play the perfect wife. Erin's mom called me, crying. Said she didn't raise her daughter to be this kind of woman. That Erin was just confused and hoped I'd give her a second chance. But her dad? He didn't say a word. Just texted me, "You deserved better. Don't let this define you." That one hit hard. It's been a month now. I've filed for separation. Not divorce, yet, but I needed space. Clarity. She begged me to go to couples therapy. Promised she'd cut off all contact with Dylan. Swore she'd spend the rest of her life making it up to me. But I don't know if I can go back. Not after knowing she had every chance to stop this, and didn't. And here's the kicker, she still says she loves me. Maybe she does. But love without respect? Without loyalty? That's not love I want anymore. Some days, I still wake up and reach for her out of habit. I still check my phone hoping for something, I don't even know what. Closure? Revenge? A reason? But more than anything, I'm trying to rebuild me. The me that existed before betrayal hollowed me out. If you're listening to this and you've been cheated on, let me say this, you didn't deserve it. You didn't cause it. And healing doesn't mean forgetting, it means choosing to live again. I'm going to the gym more. Reading again. Seeing old friends. Slowly, painfully, I'm learning to enjoy my own company. I'm not ready to date again. I'm not even sure I believe in love again. But I believe in truth now. I believe in boundaries. I believe in choosing peace, even if it means walking alone for a while. If you've made it this far into the story, thank you. Really. If this hit close to home, drop a comment and let me know. Would you have stayed and tried to rebuild? Or walked away like he did? And if you want more stories like this, raw and emotional, hit that like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. Final thoughts. I don't hate Erin. I hate what she did. And maybe that distinction is what's helping me heal. Because forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It just means you're done bleeding for someone who chose to cut you. And I think I'm finally ready to stop bleeding.